Hello, it is June 2nd, and honestly part of me wants to just like crash and burn, but part of me is trying to get some things done, pasteurizing and all that fun stuff. And I think I start watering my plants, but I think I'm gonna do a couple of things. One of them is I want to transfer some of my tomato plants into a deeper bucket to give them more room to root. So I'm going to separate my regular tomatoes out. I'm going to trellis my sugar snap and snap peas. Thanks just saying for reminding me about that. And I'm going to shift this freaking cat. Pickle, what are you doing about that? She wants to go outside. I might let you out for a little bit. She likes going on the deck and bird watching. But she's such a goofy girl. So yeah, I'm gonna try and shift some of these plants around. Some of them will need more room anyway to grow. Some of the ones that are on the bottom of my thing, and I think they need more sun. I think I can move like my microgreens and stuff around too. They don't need as much sun, honestly. So I can kind of shift that around. You know, when they're first sprouting, I just kind of like threw stuff around. So now I just gotta make some adjustments. And also the birds like to drop random seeds into my pots, so I need to figure out what are random bird seed droppings that are like, they like to drop like random weeds and stuff. We have a man-made pond down the way, and I swear it's like they did this all last year too. I had to keep pulling stuff out of my planters because the birds kept dropping presents into my pots. So apartment gardening, that's a fun thing. So whoop, I forgot my door wasn't locked. Pickles really wants to go outside. She is so cute. So yeah. Oh, I'll show you my technique for watering. I need to water my upper ones. I watered all my bottom ones. I just haven't done these yet because I'm going to show you my super special technique. Alright, this is a very unstable technique. I have you on a gardening drill on top of a pot. But yeah, this is how I am watering my ones up here. So I have a little thing of water. They just shoot an egg. Because I'm short, they never always want to get the stuff on their outfit. I don't know. There's a lot of flies out here right now. Fruit flies. I think. They might be coming from my compost, honestly. I got all these little, I think they're like little mites, like on the edge of my compost bucket. I've never seen them before. But, I don't know. Last year I had like these crazy giant flies for a while, and they were freaky. I mean, they didn't hurt nothing. They were just big. Now the horror show was seeing all the maggots that were in there at the first. When I opened my compost left. Sometimes I give them a mixed stuff with my microgreens. Enough water up here, but yeah, that's my technique for the upper plants being a shorty. That's Mr. Will sleeping while I pull out all the gifts from the birds. They love to plant little grass. These little grasses. This is the most common thing they like to plant in my pots here. I might have pulled something out on that I didn't mean to there, but most of this is just this grass they like to plant. And I'm still picking at things, trying to be careful and pull the right stuff. But yeah, the birds are crafty here. They love to drop things. Like, what's this? I don't know what this is. Some type of weed. It kind of smells good. Unless they like transplanted one of my seeds. I don't know. I'm smelling it. It smells kind of good, but I don't think it's one of my... I mean, if they did transplant an herb, it's hard to tell. So I think these are... Yes. These are my bulbs. More bird transplants. I think the birds might be better gardener than me. That's how I feel sometimes. Like, I love this plant all these little things. Circle of life. Now this freaking rosemary smells amazing. I just like barely rub my hand on it. Beautiful. So we have that and some sage over here. And some tarragon. I got one tarragon. I got some dill. The dill smells good. And I think I have like one or two lemon balm. Sometimes it's hard to tell. I think this is actually one of my sage over here. So I think this is one lemon balm. Rubbing it, I think. So there's some arugula. I think we have a tiny little cilantro plant, a tiny little parsley plant, and a tiny little basil plant. I need to give that some more water. I guess I forgot to do that earlier. So trellis, not that. This I'm gonna cage, transplant, and put my tomato cages. I'm gonna move my compost bucket over because this will be where my tomatoes are at. I put the lettuce over here because, like, I think it's getting a little too much sun. I'm gonna pull these microgreens tomorrow and make maybe a salad or use them for some spring rolls I was thinking about making. It's my morning glories. Of course, they always find a way. They follow their own rules. And I forget what I planted over here. Just gonna be honest. But yeah, the morning glories do their own thing. I replanted stuff over here recently. And I replanted my mint because surprisingly, none of it grew. I had like one little sprout that died, which is shocking. I don't know if my chives, is this supposed to be chives or is this a bunch of little grasses? I think they might be the little grasses. Yeah, I think so. I'm like smelling them like they're gonna have much of a scent right now. But yeah, I might have to do some replanting. This is my sad bit of green onion. I'm hoping putting them in a little more sun might help them because they're a little wilty. But like they're getting enough water. They're just kind of, yeah, sad. I forget what this is. I think it's some type of herb. I did plant a lot of herbs. So, oh yeah, I trellis those. And yeah, move stuff around and figure out if, oh yeah, my strawberries, which the birds really like to plant in here. I think that might be. I like trying to do judgment call on these leaves. I start to question myself. Okay, those are definitely bird transplants. I don't need these sucking up all the good liquid, you know? That could use a little, I mean, it's moist, but I'll give it a little more water. In my strawberry plant. This was the only one that survived from last year, and I planted a couple more in here, but I'm not sure if they'll take because they didn't really, kind of came in late, I think. I got pretty fucking hot. Yeah, but I started putting the things, but I need to get more soil. But, you see, I transplanted some over there. But yeah, I didn't have enough. You can see I trellised my snaps and stuff. I'm still kind of reorganizing a bit. Ma'am, you don't scratch that, cutie. Look at this privilege. Such privilege. Why do you keep acting weird about the fish flops, cat? What are you doing, Will? You're such a baby. Shallots. Oh, they might be a little close too. I don't know. This shallots are pretty weird now. I feel like I need that many. I'm just gonna get one. All I wanna do is have some fun. I'm gonna get the one that still has the skin on it. It's a shallot. I got garlic. Might get one of these. Let's see. Peach. No, which one's okay? Sometimes I'm gonna get made. I'm not the only one. I don't know why that's funny to me. That's nothing I'm interested in. Yeah, I'm on the hunt. I'm trying to find this. Okay, so I messed up and I got my stores mixed up. I'm looking for stuff. Yeah. It's been a while. I got this guy with the Freon tank over here working on the freezers. You know, my brain's all fucking whooped when my brain first goes, nitrous tank? I like the ramen. He's funny. The only Squishmallow I have is like a small one from like the OG when they first started making them. I'm so hungry. I guess I didn't eat anything since I got home from work. So I'm gonna drink some of this lemonade and like shove a piece of cheese in my mouth. Cause I still gotta run by and pick up my script, which my doctor called in 90 days on Zoloft, which is cool. So that's good. So I'm gonna pick that up from Wally World and get some soil. And I'm gonna check first time for one of my coupons. I think I have to go to a different Dierbergs because I was looking at availability. So I have to go to a different Dierbergs to get the burrito, but I ain't worried about that right now. I'll do that tomorrow. I'm just gonna take care of the couple things I need to take care of and sleep because I've only got 3 hours of sleep yesterday. And I'm approaching like a 20-hour mark of being awake. I don't know. I have my like weird thing. I guess I got, this is the thing. So, microdosing mushrooms. I'm trying to be consistent. But I do think it does help motivation. Like getting stuff done. It's just like making myself remember to do it. And that's the kicker. But yeah, that's a thing I'm doing for myself as a test. Just because that's one of my things I still struggle with, like fatigue and motivation. Like a piece of my depression I still struggle with. Despite Zoloft, despite my ketamine. Like ketamine helped more as like a mood stabilizer. Especially with my BPD. I definitely can still have things that trigger, but I'm in a much better place. And, honestly, I think I'm most sensitive during my period. Obviously, hormones. So, if I tend to get triggered and, kind of spiral a little bit, it would be during that time. But, honestly, I haven't really had anything really bad. I've gotten emotional and kind of broke down crying, but my fiance is really supportive, so it doesn't get anywhere like it was with my ex, which was just a disaster. Hot pepper cheese. Different than pepper jack. Don't ever say they're the same, because they're not. Different cheese base. Pepper jack is obviously jack cheese with a little bit of pepper in it. Hot pepper cheese is like I want to say a white American cheese with jalapeno peppers in it, and it's a little bit spicier and a little more smooth taste. It doesn't have that jack tang. It's definitely a preference for me. We get on some cheese talk. Interesting. I remember playing with Hot Wheels as a kid. I think I'm doing it to myself again. I'm gonna get another 3 hours of sleep. I'm going in early, but you know, this is my brain sometimes. I do deal with insomnia and shit. Like, I don't know. I get exhausted, but then I can also get caught up in trying to accomplish a certain amount of things. So, and also sometimes maybe my gauge of time can be a little wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, you know? Like, I try to think, like, how long will my little errands take me? And I think, oh, I should be done 12:30. No, it's like 1:30. Almost. By the time I get home, it'll be like 1:35. So, I'll try to go home and throw this stuff in the fridge. I got some sandwich stuff, so I don't have to, so I don't buy any gas station taquitos again. That's what I did yesterday at work. Because I, you know, no time to cook dinner for the house. Ooh, ha ha ha. I did pre-cook some bacon, so I'll make myself a club. Except for if I have the lettuce. I forgot to grab shredded lettuce from Aldi. But yes, I have a club sandwich at work. I got some honey mustard. Yeah. And I bought a French loaf. I told myself don't open it because I'm so bad I could sit there and eat a loaf of bread. It's just like with all my disordered eating stuff, but like I've talked about how there's this aspect with my autism and stimming. For me, my stems can be just like wanting to feel texture, and like for bread it's a very subtle flavor, obviously, so I like the airiness and like the fluffiness of a fresh French loaf. Or then you get like a brioche, which I did get some brioche bagels, but that has like a rich butteriness. But yeah, see this thing, like I'm trying to break this whole stimming thing, but you know, and it's not gonna really fully break. It's just like, that's why I try to work on therapy with my disordered eating and how to, it's like trying to almost reprogram my brain that my go-to stim tends to be with food. So, and trying to find other things if I can keep my hands busy. Like, I try to, but man, I gotta keep my mind and my hands busy because I'll start thinking about something, you know? And my brain, like, I think for me, like, a craving, you know, I can have a little craving and it'll go away. I don't really think about it. But sometimes I get that, like, obsessed, like, ooh, I need that. But yeah. And there's certain things where it's like, plenty of things I crave and I'm like, too expensive. My, my cheapness. I'm not very allowed for such indulgences. So, like Emo's Pizza. I haven't had a fucking Emo's Pizza forever, and this is a very, very, it's a St. Louis thing, yo. But yeah, I fucking love Emo's Pizza. See, what I end up doing when I crave Emo's Pizza, I make a homemade St. Louis style pizza. Because I can buy the Provel cheese. Not provolone, Provel. It's different. It's a St. Louis thing. It very much is. This is St. Louis style pizza. My favorite pizza. But St. Louis style pizza, it's defined by its very thin, crispy, crackery, thin crust. It's very thin. And, like, you have to bake it just right. So you pre-bake it a little bit. I found a good, I guess they call it soda cracker crust or whatever. So, and it's not like cracker. That's how they describe it, because it has this, like, a bit of airiness in between, but still, you know, obviously from, like, absorbing sauce and stuff, it'll be a bit softer in the middle. But, like, the edges of the crust are very much, like, have a nice little snap to them. So, make the crust, get my Emo's Provo rope cheese. I think Fresh Thyme has the best deal on it. It's like $7 or $8 for a pound. When it's usually like, oh wait, no, is that the 2-pound container? That's the 2-pound container. This is usually almost like $5 for a pound anywhere else. $5 or $6. Yeah, it's kind of pricey. And I'll make some, so that's what they do in the restaurant too. They make some mozzarella in there. But it's mostly Provo. And, of course, I make my sauce. And then I'll put some bacon, put some black olives for mine. My boyfriend just usually likes bacon and some extra cheese. See, now I want to make pizza, but I got all these other things. Like, I have some chicken breasts. I want to make some chicken, wow, my brain just took a leap. That's what sleep deprivation does. Yeah. Not chicken pate. That's definitely not what I'm thinking. It's basically like an Asian chicken skewer. My fucking brain, like, went off the fucking poop. But yeah, I'm gonna make that a peanut dipping sauce. I also want to make these, like, little kind of spring rolls, but they're like, so I'm trying to remember everything, but I know there's mango. I have 2 mangoes in my fridge I want to use one of them for a recipe. Avocado. I need to get an English cucumber, not just a regular old, you know, cucumber. So I need English cucumber. And I'm going to use the microgreens. It usually calls for romaine that's chopped. But, and here's my other thing. I think it's fresh mint and basil. Of course, mine hasn't grown. So, that is one I don't quite have the privilege of. So that's fun. But yeah, I'm gonna try to make those because it sounds good to me. don't think there's any meat. I think it's just like a veggie, like this sweet veggie roll. But yeah, so I'm gonna try that. I don't know what the fiance would think of that one. He'll probably eat it though. He likes avocado. He likes all those ingredients. He's a little whatever on cucumber. I mean, he likes them, but not a lot. But yeah. And I'm almost home. Bop, 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 bop. I'm ready to go to bed, fuckers. Fucking school bus. It's freaking, there's no 4-way intersection near my apartment, and I'm always hyper cautious because people be fucking stupid. My landlords. Oh, one of them. But yeah, so this all end today. Well, actually, I gotta put the shit in the fridge. And I'm just literally just gonna bring the ingredients for sandwiches to work. So I'm just gonna throw everything into my fucking... I have like a bigger lunchbox, and I'm just gonna throw everything in there. Like, who needs to take the time? I'm working a 12-hour shift anyway. I'm gonna make a sandwich whenever the fuck I feel like it. Because I'm gonna end up eating when I get to work, like the naughty girl I am, and I'll end up making a lunch later too.